Welcome to Lit with Ernest, the show where we cut through the noise and get to the heart of what makes great literature tick. I'm your host, Ernest, and today we're going to talk about a man who embodies the spirit of perseverance and simplicity in writing, Oliver Goldsmith. Born on November 10, 1728, in Kilkenny, West Ireland, Goldsmith grew up in a family of modest means. His father was a Church of England clergyman, and his mother was a homemaker who encouraged his love for reading and writing from an early age. As a young man, Goldsmith attended Trinity College in Dublin, where he studied literature and philosophy. However, he didn't exactly set the academic world on fire. In fact, he was known to be a bit of a rebel, often challenging the conventional wisdom of his professors. Despite this, he managed to graduate and went on to study medicine at the University of Edinburgh. It was during his time in Edinburgh that Goldsmith began to develop his writing skills. He started writing articles and essays for local publications, honing his craft and building a reputation as a witty and insightful writer. Eventually, he made his way to London, where he became friends with other notable writers of the time, including Samuel Johnson and Joshua Reynolds. Goldsmith's major contributions to literature are numerous, but perhaps his most famous work is the novel The Vicar of Wakefield. Another notable work by Goldsmith is the play She Stoops to Conquer, which premiered in 1773. This comedy of manners pokes fun at the social conventions of the time, particularly the class system and the notion that wealth and status are the ultimate measures of a person's worth. Goldsmith's legacy is complex and multifaceted. On the one hand, he was a true original, a writer who refused to be bound by conventional norms or expectations. He was a master of language, able to craft sentences that were both beautiful and precise. On the other hand, some critics have accused him of being too sentimental, too focused on the trivialities of everyday life. However, I think this criticism misses the point. Goldsmith's writing is all about capturing the beauty in the mundane, the extraordinary in the ordinary. He reminds us that literature doesn't have to be grand or epic to be meaningful. Sometimes, it's the small, quiet moments that speak most profoundly to our humanity. Goldsmith's influence can be seen in writers from Jane Austen to Charles Dickens, and his emphasis on simplicity and clarity is a powerful reminder that good writing doesn't have to be complicated. He's also a great example of how literature can be used to comment on social issues, to challenge our assumptions, and make us think about the world in new ways. So what can we learn from Goldsmith's work today? For one thing, his emphasis on simplicity and clarity is a powerful reminder that good writing doesn't have to be complicated. He's also a great example of how literature can be used to comment on social issues, to challenge our assumptions, and make us think about the world in new ways. And finally, his characters, with all their flaws and foibles, remind us that we're not alone in our struggles, that we're all just trying to make our way in this crazy world. In conclusion, Oliver Goldsmith may not be a household name, but his contributions to literature are undeniable. He's a testament to the power of perseverance, the importance of living a simple life, and the enduring appeal of great storytelling. So if you haven't already, do yourself a favor and check out some of his work. I think you'll find it's well worth your time. That's all for today's Lit with Ernest. Like this episode if it hit true. Share it if you respect honest talk about books. Subscribe, because we'll do this again. This is Ernest, signing off.